Adding new appointments to your calendar could not be easier. If you want to add a new appointment, just pick the day you want to add it. Let's say that I want to add an appointment on Tuesday, the 10th of September 2013. I click on that date. It asks me, what do I want to add? Now, I can be as simple or as specific as I want. If I say an English department meeting at 1:32 p.m. and hit enter, I've now got an event set up for 1:32 p.m. English department meeting. I can undo that very quickly and easily if I want, or if I want, I can click on it and go into Edit Event, and that lets me get into some of the settings here. Now, before I show you that, let me back up and say, if I want to add a meeting, I can get more detailed than just that first thing. I could say, start to set up my event. If I don't put in a time, it's going to make it an all-day event. Bar means all-day event. If I start to add an event and I want to get more specific with it, I can click on Edit Event. It's going to open up this window that gives me lots of options. I can set dates. It starts on a certain date, and I can say that it goes until a later date. I can say it's a 2-day long event, and I can say that it's all day, or I can set it from a certain time, from 2 p.m. on the 10th to 4 p.m. on the 12th. I can invite people to my event, which I'll come back to. I can change the color of my event so that when it shows up with some color. I can say where it's going to take place. I can add a description. So that other people, when they see this on my calendar, if I share my calendar with them, can read about what the event is. When I'm done setting up my event, I can say whether I'm available or busy. I can set the privacy level of it. I can also set some reminders for myself. 10 minutes before this event is ready to go down, there's going to be a pop-up, which means down in this lower corner of the screen, there's going to be a little pop-up window, just like when you get an email, except instead of being an email, it's going to say, you've got a new event starting, and it'll give you the information about your event. You could also tell it to send you an email. Send me an email. Let's say I want an email 2 days before this goes on. That way, I've got that email as a reminder. I can also add another email 1 day before the event. I can add a pop-up 30 minutes before the event, and I can add as many reminders as I want, and all of these are going to help me to remember that this event is going on. So that's an easy way once I've done setting up what I want to set up. If I want to add an attachment, I can do that as well. We'll come back to that at a later date. Hit save once I've set it up, and it shows up on my calendar because I chose it to be in red. It shows up in red because it's going across multiple days. It's doing that on my calendar as well. It's that simple to set up an event on your calendar.